Today, I would like to talk to you about the language that we use that takes away our power. Are you aware of the words that you're using and how you're using them? In this video, I'm going to share with you what you can replace, how you can replace hesitation with certainty by choosing confident language. I'm going to share 4 different words that we're going to be replacing with some examples. First up, I just want to invite you to a coffee chat versus I would like to invite you to a coffee chat. The first sounded like a question, and I wanted to point out the use of the word just. Just is an extremely disempowering word. Remove it from your vocabulary if you can. Now, I will say it's a lot easier to remove it from our written communication because you can read what you've written, what you've typed out, and you can just hit delete. It's the verbal that's going to take a little bit longer first start noticing, being aware of it, and then start changing it. I probably have 2 recommendations for how to change it. Record yourself, watch yourself, listen to yourself back, or enlist someone's help and ask them to call you out on it every time you're using that word. And this will be the same actually for any of the words I'm going to be talking about here today. Another word is maybe. Maybe we could go for a walk today versus I recommend we go for a walk today. While the weather is cool, we get some fresh air and enjoy the nature. Look at the difference in how I elaborated my why. The first really just came out of the question, and I wasn't even convinced that I wanted to go for a walk. Whereas the second version, even if my companion said no, I know I was still going to go for this walk and I was going to enjoy it. The third is how we use the word think. I think this might work if we add some sugar to the dish to reduce the saltiness. Versus, I'm confident this will work because once when I cooked a dish with too much salt, as soon as I added some sugar, it neutralized the dish. Unfortunately, this is a true story, and as a result, I now undersalt all my cooking, so there's always salt on the table at my home. But did you notice a difference in how I told the story? The fourth and final word that we need to be mindful of is hope. I hope that's okay that we travel on Monday versus let's move forward with the plan to travel on Monday, and this means we get to spend the whole week in the city. I hope by now, gosh, I just did it twice. Okay. Full disclosure, as I was writing the transcripts, I said exactly these words and I could have just easily removed them, but I didn't. I wanted to keep it in. This is me. I also make mistakes. I'm still learning. This is still a journey for me. And it's okay if it takes us a longer time in this process because it happens to all of us. So let me try this again. By now, across the 4 examples, you've noticed a trend. The first signifies hesitation. Often the sentences are shorter and allows for contradictions or invites contradictions. Whereas the second examples are stronger. You have a good reasoning behind it. You will get buy-in. And so people will cooperate with you and you'll be able to move ahead. You're demonstrating influence in both of these second scenarios or the second sentences I had used. I've been talking a lot about influence the last few months. Influence doesn't require you to have the right title, but it does require you to know how to use the right language and how to make sure that it lands effectively. So saying the right words is one thing. How you're saying it is another thing. I didn't know this about myself until I went through this training about 10 years ago where it was filmed. It had a significant impact on my communication skills, both as a public speaker, but also internally in my communications at work. I mean, this is more, I'm talking about the verbal communication. And I'm still learning about myself. I'm going to watch this video back and there are probably going to be a few things that I want to do differently, but there are also things that I think I do well. I've done so many podcasts over the last 5 years and I watch every single one of them, and each time I learn something new. So this is my invitation to you. Do you know what you're doing well? And perhaps there's some things that you would like to change to ensure that your message lands more effectively and you have a greater influence in every room that you're in. I'm Noreen. I'm a community builder, gender balance champion, and communications advocate. I'm here to help you harness the talent